I don't read no comments. I don't care what they say. Time and place, we can talk about it. Last night I was wildin'. Made 2K over 2K. It's a new day and I'm back to problem. Bank account be crowded. By next June, need 5 rooms, soundproof. Watch them doubt it. Hey, they try to talk me out it. I done wasted some greatness just sitting there trying to think about it. I go jump my ring and give all of my homies rollies. I'm a hot pig, rolling with me, gon' be low key. Best believe it's more of us, but today I'm dolly. Grab me by the hand, damn, she don't even know me. Open hit the corner for the 3, nobody noticed them. Catch me out in traffic, keep it curry when I'm closing up. No one should be talking, eyes on podium. No one should be talking, keep your eyes on the podium. Yeah, shh, no one should be talking, eyes on podium. Yeah, look, open hit the corner for the 3, nobody noticed them. Catch me out in traffic, keep it curry when I'm closing up. No one should be talking, keep your eyes on the podium. No one should be talking, yeah, eyes on podium. Triple doubles in my sleeve, got protection over me. I don't always gotta speak, but I always gotta speak. Going slow is not for me, ain't nobody holding me. Triple doubles in my sleeve, got protection over me. I don't always gotta speak, but I always gotta speak. Going slow is not for me, ain't nobody holding me. Open at the corner for the 3, nobody noticed them. Catch me out in traffic, keep it curry when I'm closing. Yeah. No one should be talking, keep your eyes on her. Yeah. No one should be talking, yeah. I don't read no comments. I don't care what they say. Time and place, we can talk about it. Last night I was wildin'. Made 2K over 2K. It's a new day and I'm back to problem. Bank account be crowded. By next June, need 5 rooms, soundproof. Watch them doubt it. Hey, they try to talk me out it. I done wasted some greatness just sitting there trying to think about it. I go jump my ring, give all of my homies rollies. I'm a hot pig, rolling with me, gon' be low key. Best believe it's more of us, but today I'm dolly. Grab me by the hand, damn, she don't even know me. Open hit the corner for the 3, nobody noticed them. Catch me out in traffic, keep it curry when I'm closing up. No one should be talking, eyes on podium. No one should be talking, keep your eyes on the podium. Yeah, shh, no one should be talking, eyes on podium. Yeah, look, open hit the corner for the 3, nobody noticed them. Catch me out in traffic, keep it curry when I'm closing up. No one should be talking, keep your eyes on the podium. No one should be talking, yeah, eyes on podium. Triple doubles in my sleeve, got protection over me. I don't always gotta speak.
We are live. Welcome to Eyes on Podium, episode 47.
We got a special guest.
We do got a special guest. That special guest is you, ladies and gentlemen. It is you, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
Oh, who's special guest?
It's Chris. He's part-time. And they said I wasn't funny. Start the show.
We started. We here, baby.
Oh.
Exactly why you're not funny.
Oh, it's not pre-recorded?
No, we're not pre-recording anymore. We're pre-recording anymore.
Live?
We're live at the moment. We are live.
Okay, let's just get into it then.
All right, let's jump into the first top. New York Knicks free agency moves.
Woo!
Where do y'all see it happening? What's going on? It starts July 1st. What's that, Friday? Saturday? No, well, free agency starts Friday. So what do y'all think is happening? What do y'all think gonna happen? You want to start off, Henny?
Let the Knicks hater first start.
That's crazy.
Oh my goodness.
What you think? Let's say an outside opinion.
Outside opinion. What you think is gonna happen, Chris? What's the moves?
So I had said this move before. I think that the Knicks could sign Brook Lopez, who is he's a stretch five. He brings a little more versatility and more spacing to the Knicks offense. I believe that his last contract was around $13 million a year. I feel like that's definitely affordable for the Knicks, especially if they move around some more chess pieces. Like you could move Mitchell Robinson, which opens up a little more cap space because they traded him. No, they paid him. So by opening that up, you can possibly give Brook Lopez maybe $15 million. Because he seems like a really, really hot commodity right now on a free agency market. A lot of people will be looking for a big that could rim protect, finish around the rim, and also stretch the floor. So he brings a lot to the table at that position, which could expand the versatility of a lot of different teams. But I think especially for the Knicks, that will really, really, really elevate them to a different standard next year. He was one of the top defensive players as well last year too.
Yeah, he was. I think he was
defensive player of the year.
Yeah, I mean that's a stretch five. I mean, who doesn't like a stretch five? My thing is 35 years old is tough. He's 35. He'll be 35 next season.
I mean I understand that, but I feel like in the NBA you need vets. You need good vets. You
paying him starter money.
You said what?
You're gonna pay him starter money?
Well, I said you're gonna give him a contract around his last contract, maybe 13 or 15 million a year. I don't think that's too expensive for him. I mean,
mid-level exception.
I feel like he's worth that, and he's gonna bring a lot to the table. I mean, he defends just as well as Mitchell Robinson, right? And he brings you more, on the offensive end by stretching the floor. So I feel like, and pardon me, I'm not sure what was Mitch making. What is he making a year?
Mitch is at 15 right now. For
15, right? Yeah. Exactly. So, and then you're bringing someone in with championship experience, someone who's been there, won an NBA championship, who has a lot of experience, who's been there, knows what it takes.
Well, I mean, then the question would come in: if you're gonna try to pick up Brook Lopez with the mid-level exception, what do you do with Mitchell Robinson? Because you can't have both on the same team.
Right. So that's what I said before. Right. I said you could move Mitch and get some pieces.
So okay. So what will you move him? So depth. let's where's a good spot to, like, what would you want to get back for Mitch? Let's start there. Like a wing guard.
Yeah, I would probably look for like someone who could also come off the bench. Probably I would say another big, probably, but like another stretch big that could come off the bench, give you some quality minutes. Because you got
who
the guards.
Who you thinking about? Maybe we can't get him, but in a perfect world, like, who are you thinking about? Like what kind? Like a kind of player? It don't have
maybe
to
like
be
like a Kelly Olynyk
kind of player. Kelly Olynyk. Nah, that's nasty.
Right.
I mean, I'm cool with I feel like Mitch is great. Best offensive rebounder in the league.
Second.
And I mean, offensive percentage, rebounding, he's there. The second chance.
Allen is number one.
That's in just raw stats, right?
Per game.
That's just raw stats. Yeah. But he to me can be irreplaceable sometimes when he's creating second
Yeah.
opportunities because he makes the
Right.
offense go at the same time, right? Like him
Right.
When he
him
plays with
creating.
some IQ, he does. I agree.
Creating all of those second chance, third chance opportunities.
Yeah, I mean that does a lot. However, they were 19th in defense during the regular season. So for me, he's sort of replaceable.
Right.
However, in the first round of the
give and take.
playoffs, in the first round of the playoffs, he really dominated Evan Mobley and Jared Allen.
Ooh,
He
Right.
dominated them. They had no chance.
dominated.
Literally dominated them. So that could be one or two things. That can be just experience from those two top defensive bigs, or Mitchell is just really like that, and he's probably going in because he's going into his first contract, right? This is his first contract off his rookie contract. So this is the first year, I believe this is year 1 into his contract, I believe. So I mean, who knows what he could become, but I feel like because they was 19th last year, he's replaceable. And Brook Lopez to get Brook Lopez and then trade him for maybe a Buddy Hill. And
I was gonna say a Buddy Hill, but I feel like a Buddy Hill could start on the Knicks. So, and I feel like I don't think he wants to come into a role where he's going to the bench.
I mean, who cares? He's on an expiring deal. Come win.
He would care.
Come win, because you're not winning in Indy. You're not winning in Indy.
I understand that, but you got to understand, like, some players, winning is not that important to them.
Yeah, but he's gonna get paid, right? He's gonna get paid, and he's gonna win. That means
Is he gonna get paid? But he's gonna get paid what he wants to get paid.
But here's the thing, right? If he's on an expiring contract,
Right.
so if he comes here and win, right? If we make it to the Eastern Conference Finals next year, right, and lose 6 games, right, 7 games, lose, right?
Mm-hmm.
That does a lot for his stock going forward, and he plays. And he's a part of the 9, maybe 10-man rotation. He plays.
With tips, nothing is guaranteed, bro.
Nothing's guaranteed, but I'm saying.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to say.
Tough.
Yeah.
tough.
Especially on the Knicks.
If I'm him, I would. I don't know if I would. That would be an ideal situation.
Look, this is what I'm thinking for free agency. I think we trade. We get Obi on the Pacers, Obi, Mitch, Fournier, and go get Miles Turner and Buddy Hill, right? And then we sign either Dante, but preferably for me, Bruce Brown.
Mm-hmm.
If we can get Bruce Brown, I'm down for that. So
Buddy would be starting.
Nah, Buddy will come off the bench. Grimes start. Grimes will start.
He's not playing at 3. He's not playing at 3.
I have too many players?
No,
I think so.
It's just,
No, you have
the 2.
Miles Turner. It will be Miles Turner, Julius Randle, RJ, Grimes, Jalen, and then off the bench will be IQ, Buddy, Josh Hart, Bruce Brown, and Isaiah Hartenstein. That's perfect. That's perfect.
So out of that rotation, when playoffs start, you know how Tibbs gets. Who's coming off?
I just don't see Buddy Hill coming off the bench next year. Quentin Grimes.
Right, that you got that, and who's gonna drop as the 9th man?
Buddy Hill averaged 17 a game last year.
Not Bruce Brown. How many games he started?
How many minutes a game Buddy Hill played? How many minutes a game? 30. But look, Josh Hart. We said that about Josh Hart, though. Hold on. We said that about a lot of people said that about Josh Hart. How they didn't feel like Josh Hart was going to come off the bench. He is.
I don't know who thought that.
Yeah.
What do you mean? He was starting for the Portland the whole year.
Who would say 3? Who would say 3?
Jeremy Grant,
Right.
he's the 4. Nurkic,
He's the 4.
5. Sharp,
Come on, son.
Sharp.
Nah,
That's a
too young.
rookie.
Too young.
So what?
Too
Seven,
young.
he's number 7.
No,
He's
no,
6.
boy.
He's 6'3".
6'4", 5.
Okay.
6'4".
No one saw Josh Hart starting. We knew what he was
Right.
going to do.
But Josh Hart is 6'4" too, as well.
6'5".
6'5". Okay.
And that's why he doesn't start. I'll
Nah,
take a
he don't
6'5"
start
vet.
'cause Grimes start.
And he rebounds. So I'll take a 6'5" vet over a 6'5" rookie. I'm not gonna put him in the fire being undersized already.
Whatever. What you got, Henny? What's your moves?
So I'm trying to keep it as logical as logical.
Mine was logical.
Buddy Hill
No.
coming off the bench is not logical. No.
Why not?
Right.
Why wouldn't Buddy Hill come off the bench for a contender? He's starting for a team that didn't even make the play-in. I don't understand. How is that crazy? They
And
didn't
look,
make the play-in.
And then when it gets to the playoffs, then who sits?
So
You got
what? It
Josh
could
Hart,
be him.
Buddy Hills.
I don't know. It depends on the matchup. It depends on the team. It literally depends on the team and who's playing well.
I don't know.
And foul trouble. Right, but that's a team that can go 10 deep.
I would take Miles Turner, but I take Buddy Hills if we had space for him. It's just too many players that I rather.
And he's an expiring contract. He's coming off the books. It's like literally having Fournier, but we have a serviceable Fournier.
Fournier was serviceable.
No, he wasn't,
I don't care what nobody say. I'm still a fan.
bro.
When we needed threes, he could have came in, but
He couldn't.
it's neither here nor
He
there.
couldn't stand in front of a immovable object.
He's been sitting for too long. That's not his fault.
He could have guarded a
Anyway.
mountain.
Anyway, look. So what? So what I got.
Yeah, but he couldn't stand in front of it.
So what I got for the Knicks for free agency is assuming that they get rid of the odd man out on the bench,
Mm-hmm.
which is Obi. Now that leaves a spot for a wing,
Mm-hmm.
and I know this might be a little crazy,
But you just said it
but
was
if
logical.
yeah, it is logical.
Go ahead.
What if they let Hart walk?
Wow.
They let Hart walk.
Okay.
Okay, now that leaves space for 2 players, and the 2 players that I would suggest is say we go and get DiVincenzo, another combo guard, and we go get another wing, and the wing I would suggest is Yuta Watanabe from
You know
the Nets.
he didn't even
Yeah.
play.
That's fine. He could come and play with us.
What are we talking about?
He averaged 49 from the field and 44 from the 3-point line.
Bro, what are we talking about? Do you rather him over Josh Hart? That's what you're telling me.
No, I don't rather him over Josh Hart.
Oh, okay. You just
But
getting freaky.
He's a 6'9" I like the height. I like the
okay.
spacing.
Okay.
I like the
okay.
replacement for Obi.
Okay.
He's a 6'9" wing who could shoot,
He
rebound.
I think we
play
probably
de-
still could pick him up on the low.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure nobody's gonna really offer him anything. So that also saves the Knicks money. We also can save money by picking up DiVincenzo as well. And then we just get ready for next year. Just run it back. I feel like we're going to run it back. I don't think we're going to make any major like trades. I feel like they keeping the team as is because it was a successful year. At the end of the day, it was a successful year. You know, so we just fortify the bench, change it up a little bit, get some more shooting, and go from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could agree with that. I don't really see the Knicks making that many moves. I mean, we could say what we want to see.
Right.
But I feel
Yeah.
like- I
Exactly.
feel like
And that's
in all
that's how I feel.
actuality-
All these trade rumors are. It's just what Knicks fans want to see. Logically, they might just they're
Gotta run
their
the
high team
same
might just
team
run
right
the team and fix the bench a little bit.
But that's a
That's how
lot.
I feel.
What do you mean? We were literally 2 games away from competing in the Eastern Conference Finals against a team that we literally spanked all
We
season.
were supposed to be. Yeah, we were supposed to be. So why not run it back? There was injuries, of course, and chemistry is the thing.
Jalen and
Said
Julius
before,
weren't
chemistry,
100%.
Say that again, Chris.
right?
Said Jalen and Julius weren't 100%.
And this was their
Okay.
first year together.
I couldn't tell
This
if
was their first
Jalen
playoff
wasn't hurt.
together.
Jalen was
Yeah, and that's good, and that's good. So I say they're gonna run it back, fortify the bench, picking up DiVincenzo, got some Villanova ties, and Yuta, who lives down the block. So
Yuta.
it sounds
Yuta is an unrestricted free agent,
right.
and he's
And I
coming
don't think
off
he's gonna
of
command a lot.
1.9. He's coming from 1.9. Maybe they
Right.
can move
So
something
I don't
around and
even
pick up.
I don't even think he gets. I don't even think he gets double digits.
Yeah,
He averaged 5, but you can use the shooting. When he played, he had some game when Katie was there. He had some good games.
Does he
had some
play
good games.
defense?
Right, and you need that. You need
What's
that.
really gonna matter? If he don't play no
Yeah.
defense, he ain't getting no run.
He ain't getting no
44
run.
from
Not
the
in New
three.
York.
44 from the 3. That's all that matters. 44
I
from the 3.
understand that. But you know who he's playing for.
For sure.
Oh yeah, I know.
So
I definitely know the coach.
that man
me
can't
check
stay in
it.
front of a cone.
Let me check his
Can't guard a chair. He'll be
defensive
sitting there.
rating.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How y'all feel like?
So
Go ahead.
Sorry, this was Uta's. This was his worst defensive year, but for the last 4 years he's been top, a good defender. But this was
How
his
many
worst.
minutes? But
defensive
how
year.
many minutes does he play?
Let's see.
Why he don't get on the
Played
court?
58 games. Played 58 games. And that's sorry.
15 minutes a game.
15 minutes.
Yeah, he played 15 minutes a game.
That's Obi.
That's solid. That's Obi, right? We need a role player. We don't need a starter to play
right,
a role.
But I understand that, but you're also gonna put him in, right?
Mhm.
I would stick with Obi because Obi's gonna bring you more energy.
Obi went out.
He wants to
Right.
stretch the
That's
floor.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And this is all contingent on Obi leaving. This is all contingent on Obi leaving. Which
Right,
which
because
seems
the
like
Knicks
which
don't
seems
have
like the
a
move, yeah.
significant role for him.
Right.
back in his
And
past.
this Yuta is perfect for a 15-minute role because that's what we got. we get Bruce Brown.
What do you
Bruce
mean?
Brown just came off the ring. You think he won't want to play 15 minutes?
No. Bruce Brown.
Exactly.
Bruce Brown. What do you mean? Bruce Brown could play 20,
25 minutes.
25 minutes.
Over who?
What do you mean over who? He'll just take.
Randall?
Bruce Brown is gonna play.
Yeah,
Right.
he gonna play.
He bring
So
everything.
that means somebody is not going to play. RJ or Randall's not going to play.
Okay, so
He'll be
somebody
RJ.
minutes will go down. That's what you're saying.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That those are our stars. Those are our guys.
Wait, so
But
who's coming off the bench
If
quickly?
they let Hart walk,
Hart.
I would try to make it an
Abundant to go
priority
get
to
Bruce
get
Bruce Brown.
Bruce Brown. Yeah.
I don't know.
All
I
right,
don't
but
know if he-
how do
I don't know
y'all
if he
feel like
fit.
the Dante thing gonna fit though? How do you feel like
I think he'll be
another?
great.
Yeah, just be a 2 guard.
Oh no, I don't know.
Whose minutes is he taking?
Right.
He don't have to play that. How many minutes he played this year? How many minutes he played
Enough.
this year?
I think he played a significant amount of minutes this year.
Let's see.
He had to because
He had to.
Right, there's a difference.
Where's Go on, say.
played 26 minutes this year.
Yeah, exactly.
26 minutes a game.
He coming to
Played
play.
26 minutes a game. He played 26 minutes a game in Sacramento too.
Yeah, he's coming to play.
Yeah, like he's not trying to go nowhere to play 15 minutes. So this is not gonna be the ideal situation for him with all of these guards.
It's a lot of guards.
Yeah,
It's
that
not
makes,
really that much.
it makes no sense for the
Unless, because Tom Thibodeau did say he's okay with playing hard at the 4. So it'll be Hartenstein, Hart. It'll be Hartenstein, Josh Hart, this guy, defense, Dante,
RJ.
no,
RJ plays.
just hold on. Talking about the bench. So it's quickly Hart. No, quickly Hart. The other Hart, Dante. Those four.
So wait, question.
That's the 9-man rotation. Because Obi's not there. So he's just gonna take Obi minutes. My bad. Go ahead, Chris.
No, you good. I thought we were talking about quickly starting. Is that like out the window? Is that gonna happen?
I
don't know.
That was a thing. We were saying that was a thing at one point.
I don't know.
We all felt the same way. We all feel like his role for the team is increasing. He's gonna want out if he's gonna continue to have this bench role, right?
Mhm.
He's proven multiple times this year that he can lead.
Yeah, but we don't need him to lead. So we need him to lead the second unit.
Another starter who should be a role player.
Is he gonna be comfortable with that?
I told you this off camera. He is good to have him in his role to like a starter in a 6-man role, but does he want to play that?
Right.
Does he want to play that? That's going to always be back in his mind. I can lead, but
you gotta understand the goal for these players. Is to prove themselves and to play, right? No player, especially his age and he's not gonna be content playing off the bench for the rest of his career. There's gonna be a point where he feels like I belong in the starting lineup. You know what I'm saying? Like I can do everything that this guy is doing. I should be in the starting lineup. I could contribute to winning.
I think he could contribute to winning.
Don't let him be a free agent, man.
Right, but it's how you see it for the team. You got to think about for him.
Why?
Right? Because that's what I'm saying. That's what he wants.
Right, but hear what I'm saying. He's under contract, right? We can match anything, right?
Right.
So he ain't going nowhere.
How long is he going to want to do that, though?
It don't matter. We got him for his next contract. For his next contract is 4 years. We got him for 4 years. 4 years. Could be 3 years in a play option. Right? But then we'll deal with that when we get there. Right? I think just watching I just been rewatching the playoffs. I just rewatched round 1 against the Cavs, and I feel like Grimes is really good. He just really missed a lot of open jump shots. I feel like he could take another leap forward next season, and he can be, if he's able to actually knock down the open jump shots, it will be deadly. Like our team will just be that much better. So if
he's the only one that's open, he should be able to hit those, man.
But the thing about it is that he takes a lot of contested shots too, right? He takes a lot of contested threes when like he'll just catch it and jack. And I feel like if they run plays for him, options for him, that then instead of like a Julius Randle, what do you call that? What do you call a handoff? Instead of doing that, instead of doing a handoff on a wing and he come off of that brush screen or whatever the case may be and shoot jacks that, instead of that play over and over and over and over again, maybe he could come down a pin down sometimes or come down something else. Just have some more motion in that offense. It's the shots that he's getting isn't high percentage shots is what I'm saying. And if he get
dream world
put in better positions, then I think that it will be better for the team. But why am I in dream world?
You got Randall setting these screens.
Bro, we got Tom Thibodeau calling these offensive plays or not calling it at all. I don't know. What are we doing on offense? It looks crazy. But
it does. That when you don't run the offense fully or through, because you just know what it is, you know where it's going to end up, so you just get lazy. And I'm a broken record. Randall does not run the plays fully. He doesn't set good screens. He doesn't get his teammates open. That's part of getting an assist is setting a good screen. If you watch him knowing that he's going to get the ISO, he barely even touches the person.
Yeah, he does do
Barely.
that, and that's annoying.
A lot, and you can't run a full play if everybody's not running the play.
But I can't blame
So
I
it's
can't
hard
blame
it's
Randall.
hard to get these shooters open.
I can't blame Randall for something that, like, I feel like that's coaching. I feel like your offensive scheme is coaching. But a play that would what if Big Dog out in Minnesota say he want to come to the team? What do you do then? You Leon Rose. You get the call because you know. Hold on, Henny. You know, it's they all CAA. They all under the same agency, so he can get the call in the middle of the night. You can get the text from anybody. Hey, Carl want to come to the town. What you saying, Chris? What you saying? You hanging up the phone?
Where he's at.
Wow, you hanging up the phone? Minnesota calls.
This man thought that his play-in run was better than Denver's championship run. He could stay where he's at.
Wow. Henny?
Yeah, if I get that call, I'm telling him I can see if the Yankees have a spot for him.
Wow. Not even the Nets?
He won't call Anthony Towns, bro.
I'm
Good
good.
on him.
Wow. You know what? You know what?
He's too big to be a center, too short to be a power, too tall to be a power forward. He's not the guy for this.
He's
team.
too big to be a center.
No, I wanted to reverse that. It sounded good in my head. Yeah. I don't want him playing my 4. I don't want him playing my 4. And I don't want him playing my 5.
You don't want him on
like
your
he
team.
makes if I put what we need him next to Mitchell, I'm gonna have to go with Mitchell. Because Mitchell does what we need better than what Carl Anthony does.
So you feel like Mitchell Robinson?
He's a better rebounder, a better defender, and that's what we need from our big.
So you don't want to stretch 5?
I do, but
one that can play defense.
Yeah, I would like one that could play defense.
I mean, not one that shoots 40% from the field.
I totally
from
get
3.
that. I totally get that. I'm gonna have because he's not gonna get the rebound. That's gonna be a long rebound. So Mitch is useless now. So I don't know.
I mean, Randall's a good rebounder.
Yeah, he's solid. I'll deal with that than Carl Anthony Towns. I'll deal with that.
Yeah, I don't want Carl Anthony Towns in my basketball team either. That's all. I just I don't. I'll be honest with you. I don't want him near my basketball team.
Empty stats. 40% for what?
Yeah, he's the epitome of empty stat.
Stupid stats.
By the way. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Brook Lopez shot 37% from 3.
I'll take that. I'll take.
How old is he?
35.
How old is he?
35.
Anyway, on to another older gentleman. What does Paul George look like on the Knicks?
What does he look like on the Knicks, Henny?
First question is, who you giving up for Paul George?
And that's exactly why I'm willing to take the chance on Paul George. It's just what we giving him for Paul George. And there's two trades that can go through a Fournier, IQ Obi trade and picks. That goes through, or a RJ IQ Fournier trade.
So RJ is in all these deals. Is there one without RJ?
I just said it.
The first one was.
Well, sorry, what was the first one?
IQ Obi Fournier.
IQ Obi Fournier. Okay.
Yeah, that makes the money work and picks.
How about you just send Mitchell with him and sign Brook Lopez?
Yeah, that's if he wants to come. I can't see him wanting to leave Giannis.
Paul George and Lopez.
That's
in a dream world.
Ooh.
I would do it for IQ and Obi. I think that's a solid. That I'm okay with that. I'm okay with giving that up.
That's
Obi and
crazy.
IQ. I'm okay with giving that up because they're replaceable. They're replaceable.
Who's replaceable?
Quickly and Obi, they're replaceable. I'll deal. I can find another Quickly and Obi in 2 years if that's all Paul George gives me. If that's all he gives me, I'm fine with that.
Paul George is
Like,
probably
that's
gonna give you
solid.
50 games. Quickly plays
So look, this is the
81
thing-
games.
And this is the thing with Paul George. His usage
Mhm.
is very high. He has a high usage rate
Mm.
because Kawhi's not there. So if his usage goes down, maybe he plays more games. I would be hoping for that. And he doesn't have
Okay.
to do much. He doesn't have to do much, but be sometimes spot up shooter, maybe an ISO player. You know, if the game is going his way, but not all the time. I think it could work. But this trade is all contingent on who we give up. I'm not okay
Yeah.
with giving up RJ.
Yeah, I mean,
You can't
Paul
replace
George.
that.
Paul George.
Wait, you said Paul George, Obi, and IQ?
No, I said Fournier,
I'm sorry.
Obi, and IQ.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
But money wise,
Yeah, it says 8 million. It says cut 8
On them
million
or us?
from on them. So we gotta send out 8 million.
oh, we got to send them 8 more million.
8 more million, yeah.
that doesn't work with the picks.
Nah. It's
So
like it's
give
the
him.
money.
What about McBride? Is he making 8 million? Probably not.
What
That's a lot
about
of money.
McBride? You
Maybe.
just want to just give up all our draft picks for the last couple of years. That's it, right? We didn't draft this year, we didn't draft last year, and you want to give up the draft picks from the 2 years prior. That's what you're telling me.
22 points. They probably all average 22 points.
No, they
Next
do
year.
not. That's disrespectful.
Add it up. I could bet it. Add it
Obi
up.
quickly averages 15, and Obi averages 7.
What's that? 21.
And McBride averages 3.5.
Paul George averaged 23.8.
Yeah.
Are we counting Fournier?
What's he average?
6 points.
Get out of here.
Gosh.
Stop it. Oh, a win-win. That was a win-win. We both won.
Yeah.
You got it. He doesn't. So basically, one person averaged what 3 players did.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that.
I'll
I'm
take it.
literally okay with that.
It don't work. The numbers don't work. You're gonna need to
Cap.
throw RJ in it. So I don't think there's a trade that can happen without
It has
RJ.
to be. I could have sworn I seen it.
And probably with what's his name? Derrick Rose, where we declined this option.
Oh yeah, we already declined.
So if we would have added Derrick Rose, yeah, but we declined this option. So I don't see our Paul George trade happening. I don't see how, unless they trade RJ, Evan Fournier, Obi, IQ. That's nuts. Not for no rental. 2 years, then he's a year in the play option. 35 years old. What are we doing? We literally back. If we make that trade, and let's say he retires at 36, we literally set ourselves back like years. Excuse me. I would say.
We'll be in the free agent market.
The legend D Rose. Where would you like to see him sign at?
That's a good question.
Phoenix?
I want it.
Phoenix?
Phoenix ain't got much options.
Phoenix or Dallas? Dallas would be good.
I mean, he'll probably get some run in Dallas.
Yeah, he could back somebody up. He could back up Kyrie.
If
He can give you 15, 20 minutes a game.
Yeah, I think so. I think he's still capable. I think he wants to show
yeah,
that too.
for sure. I think so. I think so too.
Yeah, I think he wants to show that. I
Yeah,
would like.
he can.
But what I
But
would
is
like
there?
to see.
But is there a team that is a contender that can use? If I'm D Rose,
Oh yeah,
I want to be on a contender.
If
Yeah,
you wanna be on a
Phoenix.
contender,
Contribute with a contender.
Phoenix.
I would go to Boston.
Phoenix don't even have a point guard right now.
They was talking
Yeah.
about John Wall.
Saw
Yeah, I
that.
seen that.
Saw that. I saw Bradley Beal.
I don't know. I don't know if I want
Chris,
John
your
Wall.
mic
I don't know if I want John Wall. I think what he
for
what he
Phoenix.
does. Yeah, I think he's just another scorer. Like that's what he's good.
John Wall?
Yeah, John Wall.
No, I disagree. He's a pass first point guard. I
He's a
don't know what.
facilitator,
He's
yeah.
a facilitator. He's a legit like pick and roll point guard, and those get downhill and pass the ball. Pass first, second, then shoot.
Nah.
He averaged
20,
over.
He was a 20 and 10. He was
20 and 10. Yeah, what are you saying? You
That's fine.
That's
And I told you this before. He didn't even start. He didn't even start over Reggie Jackson. You think
okay.
You think he'll come to Phoenix and produce? It was the same situation. They had two stars there that weren't point guards. There was no point guard there. And you think he's gonna come to Phoenix?
How'd that work out for them?
Exactly. What do they need? What do they need out of John Wall? They just need John Wall to literally run the offense. He can do that.
I don't think so. I think there's better options out there. I'm not picking up John Wall.
He don't want to score. He's not trying to come off of a screen
He
and
can't
pull up.
score. He can't score.
But he can shoot. He got a little jump shot now. Old John Wall got a little jump shot.
When you seen it? When?
This past season. I'm gonna tell you right now what was his numbers. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Starting job. You can't get me to be on board with a person who lost their starting job to Reggie Jackson.
Why?
That y'all promised me. Y'all promised me he's gonna start. Y'all looked at me crazy, like, oh, he's gonna start? How he's not gonna start?
Yeah, he shot 30% from the field, from 3-point line.
Some sniper.
5 assists though in 22 minutes. Right, he played 22 minutes, 11 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, and 0.8 steals. Shooting 40% from the field. And he didn't play the whole year before. I'm not mad at that. And played 40 games the year before that during the COVID season. I'm not mad at that. It's coming back season, John Wall. I'm not mad at that.
I think a lot of people
32? He's only 32.
A lot of people be looking at John Wall like
He's only 5 years younger than you. So he young. So yeah, Derrick Rose. Where you think he should go, Chris?
Inaccurate.
Philly?
It depends on who signs to Philly.
You don't see him in Philly?
I don't want
Or Chicago.
want
You think he'll go back to
Derrick Rose.
Chicago and just play out his last year?
He might as well.
That's what I
That's
want.
where he might as well go.
And
They don't got a
Why?
point guard.
Why?
They don't got a point guard. Lonzo's done for the season.
Yeah, but he's only gonna be a rental. Well, he's gonna be a rental
Go there,
wherever he go.
retire. Retire then.
Who knows? Maybe he got something to prove. He could prove something.
Go there, play and retire.
That's the best situation where he could go to. He can go back to Chicago, go there and prove that he could still play, and then get another contract. You sign a vet minimum there. You raise your stock and maybe get signed again.
Bro,
I
if
think,
he
it's
signed-
not a deal.
I think it's too late for him to do all of that.
if he signed an event minimum anyway, he better be signing an event minimum in Phoenix. That's just where I stand.
I think his time is up for trying to raise stock.
Yeah. Ooh.
We're in a whole new era.
How will Chris Paul impact the Golden State Warriors? How does that even look? Right? There's word that's been said that Mark J. Spears said that Chris Paul was told that he's going to actually start. So the backcourt is going to be Chris Paul and Steph Curry. And then you're going to have Clay at the 3, which probably helps Clay, right? He probably could defend 3s and 4s a little bit better than the guards at this point in his career. And Draymond and Wiggins. So Wiggins will be guarding the 4s, actually. Probably the best wing out of the two. And Draymond at the 5. So the problem is really just gonna be rebounding, in my opinion.
It's a lot of small ball action going on. I mean, this could be another
Death lineup.
uh, yeah, that's what I'm about to say. This could be another death lineup for the Warriors. I mean, they're gonna have to play chess because it's not gonna be every game they play they're gonna be able to do this. Because they're gonna be teams with bigs that are gonna dominate them on the boards.
Like who? Timberwolves.
No, Cat don't.
Yeah, for sure. They still gonna get dominated.
Oh yeah, they'll probably. Yeah, I forgot they got Gobert. Yeah, so that'll probably be a team they struggle against. Team like Cleveland, they'll probably struggle against.
They only see them twice a year.
The Celtics, another team they'll probably struggle against.
What about the teams that the top 4 teams? What about the Lakers, Denver?
They're gonna struggle against. They'll probably struggle against the Lakers. They're gonna struggle against the Lakers. They're gonna struggle against Denver with Jokic down there. It's gonna be a lot. They need some type of size to play chess with.
I mean, they just need a pick. I mean, I just think Chris Paul need a pick and roll partner, and if that's Draymond, then I mean, he gives Draymond the ball. You have Wiggins, Clay,
both two high IQ players, and Golden State. Their pick and roll, they love to play that back end where it's like a 3-on-2, right? So Draymond, he gets the ball right in the middle, and he's a very, very good decision maker.
Right.
So having that, they can play with that. That'll be really good for them. But again, it's just going to be the rebounding that's going to be the issue for them.
Rebounding and defense. What do you think, Henny?
If I'm any team in the East, I would absolutely love to see Chris Paul start. Because that is barbecue chicken. He doesn't play a lick of defense. Clay's defensive rating has went in the toilet bowl. The worst defensive rating of his whole career, 117. That is disgusting. The league averages 111. He averages 109. I would love to see them start Chris Paul and Draymond at the 5. I would love that. It would make my heart just burst into happiness. Just see Curry at the 2 guarding Bradley Beal or Devin Booker guarding those two guarding D'Lo.
This is Clay's first full season back.
Right.
And you think he's going to be as he gets older, you think he's going to be a better defender?
I think he could still defend. I feel like with his size, Clay never did anything spectacular. Like he used his size and his strength to his advantage. That's what he did, right? Clay was never predicated on being the fastest person or the longest person. He knows how to use his body and his height. That's what he does. He moves his feet. I don't think there's anything that he was doing before that he probably can't do now. I honestly don't. On the offensive and the defensive end. This is last year. He played a half. He came late. He came back into the season late. I believe around December. I believe it was
January.
January.
And Steph was out.
He came back late.
One of them was out.
Right.
Draymond was out.
This was his first full season back, going full steam. Right now, he gets another off season after that to get himself back into shape. Right. He's coming back with something to prove. He didn't have the best season last year. Right. He's coming back with something to prove. He didn't have the best playoffs either. And again, even on the offensive end, he doesn't do much, but just let it fly. Like that's all he needs to do is get in a rhythm. He's not the most athletic. He's not the fastest. Never was, even when he was at his peak. So I don't think there's much that Clay has to do but lock in, get himself into good shape. I think he'll be fine.
He got the light.
He gonna have to show me. I don't think getting older and an injury coming off it's a year off. I don't think, and he gotta guard threes at that.
Yeah, I think
so. It's gonna be a
he was guarding guards.
Yeah, they're quicker, but having somebody beat up on you, being bigger, a little different.
He's fine. He's 6'7". He's fine.
But how many
Big
threes?
boy.
How many threes really beat up on players?
Yeah, it's not like he's going through mad screens.
Yeah, it's LeBron. That's it. Everybody else is
PG,
finesse and shooting jump shots.
LeBron.
Shooting jump shots.
Yeah.
Post.
No.
Post.
Yeah, LeBron is only 3 that post up. Really?
Paul George. Post.
KD posts up, but KD's not beating you up. KD's just getting in the post so he can shoot right over you.
Unless he's playing against Julius Randle.
I don't know. They gonna have to show me. You can't tell me. You can't tell me starting Chris Paul is a legit contender.
I'm not mad at it because over the past 10 years, the best coach in the NBA has been Steve Kerr. And if anybody could do it, I believe Steve Kerr can. He's literally lost 1 playoff series. Right? 1 playoff series?
Yes, sir. In the West, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was actually to LeBron. He's only lost to LeBron in the playoffs.
In the West.
No, in the playoffs.
Generally speaking.
He lost to who?
No, he lost to Raptors. The Raptors.
Oh. My bad. That year really whatever. I mean, it's a part of it. Injury is a part of it. Whatever.
Yeah, don't get me started on injuries.
Yeah. Kings, Pistons, Blazers are attached to Draymond Green. They're saying they're gonna possibly reports are saying they're gonna pursue Draymond Green. What is you guys' thoughts on Draymond being on those 3 teams? Can you even see it? And if you do see it, what does it look like? You know what I mean? Like, what does it look like for him to be on the Kings? He's going to play with Sabonis. I don't know how that works. They're both non-shooters. He can't shoot. Sabonis can't shoot. You really can't play 2 non-shooters in the playoffs no more. So like, or even on the floor today in this NBA, in this NBA today. Pistons, they're a young team. I think they already got their rotation solidified. And the Blazers, I think that makes sense. I think it makes sense. I think it makes the most sense to get Draymond Green. If I'm the Blazers, I would give Draymond Green $30 million. You know, I was asking the other day who you give Draymond Green who give Draymond Green $30 million. If I'm the Blazers, I'll give Draymond Green $30 million because he will make him and Dame together will be deadly. Deadly.
I would love to believe that.
I do. I 100%
I would
believe
love
that.
to see that.
I 100% believe that.
So I could prove
I don't
my
think
point.
I don't think there's anything that's deadly about Draymond Green, but I don't see Draymond Green going to any of these teams. I think that trade that the Warriors made with Poole and Chris Paul was the perfect scenario because now they can look forward at giving Draymond a long-term contract with Chris Paul's contract expiring. And yeah, Draymond's gonna find his way back to the Warriors. I just don't see any way they're gonna let him walk. And Draymond is gonna want to either sign with the Pistons, who are going nowhere fast, because he's not trying to sign to anywhere to be rebuild. The Kings, like you said, it's not the perfect scenario because they're two non-shooting bigs.
He can't play with Sabonis.
Yeah, that wouldn't make any sense. And for him to go to the Blazers, that's just like another. What are they doing over there?
What do you mean? What are they doing? They building up teams. If they go get Draymond, right? They go get Draymond. They can just sign Draymond. They just trade the 3rd pick, Scoot. They could trade Scoot for
not trading him.
Why not?
Trading him.
Why not? They said he was gonna. I literally just read reports that they still shop. They could possibly still be shopping that shopping Scoot. So let's say they trade Scoot.
Who's the source?
I don't know, but I literally just read that. I think I read it on Bleacher Report. So I mean, just if they trade Scoot for who? Pascal, Draymond, Pascal. Nah, that don't do it.
Nah, he's never gonna see the finals.
Who? Draymond?
Yeah, that's a
No,
Dame.
Dame. He'll never see the finals.
I mean, what players will you want next to Dame?
A legit
Dame
somebody
in
equal.
Miami.
That's the only place you can think, right? That's the only place like you.
That makes sense.
Again, I said this on the last episode I was on. Portland is not a desirable destination for players.
Who cares? That doesn't mean you can't make a trade. You're not getting people in free agency, so it doesn't matter if they're a desirable place or not. It's a trade.
Draymond is a free agent.
So you don't think Draymond will go play with Dame?
No,
For the money, 4 years, 120, 4 years.
No.
You're crazy.
Everybody looks at Portland the same way.
Bro.
Portland
120
is not
for
winning
4.
the championship. Everyone looks at that. Draymond is looking at them thinking the same thing. Why am I going there to not win a championship? He wants to be competitive. He wants to compete. He's not going to the Blazers thinking that, oh, we're about to compete for a championship. He's not going to think that. Knowing from what he's coming from, why would I want to go to the Blazers?
Well, damn.
That ain't it.
If they're paying Draymond, he will leave. If all right, so look. So what if Golden State, right? Say, yo, I don't want you to come back. Right? We don't want you to come back. You opt out.
Told them they wanted to come back.
That's not what I asked you.
There's no hypothetical where
There's no hypothetical if they already told them they want him to come back. How are we gonna talk about that?
So so let's say they want him to come back,
like
right? But it's not okay.
Back.
But what if the numbers don't they want him to come back at a lower number and he's not going back at that number? Okay. They let him walk.
He's gonna be with LeBron.
No, thank you. Get out of here. Get out of here.
That actually works. If they let
No
Draymond Green walk, that actually works. For him to go to Lakers, that works.
Draymond and Anthony Davis in your front court.
That's deadly. That's deadly.
That is gonna be. That would be great.
That's 3 non-shooters.
Who? Oh, AD, LeBron, and Draymond?
Yeah.
I don't even care at that point. At that point, it don't even matter.
The defense is so great.
Everything is so great. Everything.
Draymond runs the one. And you could just have 2, 3, and D at the point. Reeves and whoever, don't even matter.
Bro, if they let Draymond walk, I'm going to Portland.
I don't see it. I don't see it. I think he would even come to the even if they offered him like
that's not
15
realistic.
million.
But that's not realistic.
I'm just saying, like he loves. I'm saying, like I can't see a scenario where he's leaving.
They're not paying him.
Even if they don't pay him, I think he would just take it and just deal with it. Because that's
another reason why I feel like they're keeping Draymond is because they got rid of Poole. If they weren't gonna keep Draymond, they would have left Poole.
I understand what you're saying,
Got rid of Poole.
Chris, I'm not arguing. I'm not talking about if you're missing the boat. You're missing the boat.
I understand what you're saying.
Then if you understand what I'm saying, why are you saying that?
Because he's gonna be on the Warriors.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Just tell me.
You can't see him leaving. Like
he's gonna be a Warrior.
Now I want him to leave.
They could still backload his contract, even then, or front load it.
They're gonna backload it for sure.
And then do what? Trade him later?
You can't trade him with that.
This is what I'm saying.
If they front load it, it's probably if they backload it, that back end when that 4 or 5 years is up,
what's gonna happen?
Stupid. It's gonna be so nasty.
They gonna just cut him?
Probably gonna get like 40 million. They're gonna have to waive him because
how?
There's no way
it's guaranteed money. For sure, Rich Paul is getting him guaranteed money.
They can waive him to get him off the book so they can pay other players.
I feel like y'all really, the fact that y'all think that he's automatically gonna sign is a part of the negotiations that for him isn't good, right? And negotiation, if you're not willing to walk away, then you already are negotiating at a disadvantage, right? So if he's
Draymond will be a
Guys,
warrior
guys,
at the end of this week,
guys,
right?
if he's not willing to walk away, he's negotiating at a disadvantage. If he's not getting that 25, because I think he want 25 over 100 million. I think he getting
Rich Paul
or
is his agent.
120.
Rich Paul, listen to me.
Ain't getting
Rich
no
Paul, hold on.
40,
Rich Paul is his agent.
120.
Rich Paul is his agent. That guy can get the Knicks to pay a rock $30 million a year. Okay.
Okay.
Rich Paul is his agent.
Urgent.
You see what he did with Sexton. Sexton ain't played
So look,
70 games.
it's funny you say that.
He got paid for every game. $1 million for every game he missed.
Rich Paul is agent. You know Rich Paul got all them clients on the Lakers.
Oh my God.
We just
You
mentioned
won't
it.
give it up.
We just mentioned. I'm
won't
just
give it up.
saying. I'm just saying. I want to talk about what Mark Stein said.
Yeah, read that for me.
Let me pull that up. Mark.
Read that for me real quick.
All right. So according to Mark Stein, there's been compelling signs that Houston Rockets will be strong contenders to sign Van Vliet, James' former teammate. Kyrie Irving will likely remain linked to the Lakers as long as James remains in LA. That's not what you want me to read. You want me to read this. The Lakers will need to pick up Mo Bamba's guaranteed of Shaq Harrison's deal, pick up Malik Beasley's option, and sign their first round pick, which is the 17th pick. And then after a month, they can trade the pick along with Bamba, Beasley, Harrison, and Max Christie, and pay Irving up to $43 million for the first season of a 4-year deal totaling $187 million.
Golly. Now that's rough.
First of all, that's not even a lot. That's nothing.
But also I think Kyrie's staying in Dallas.
Why?
He already picked his jersey number. He
didn't pick a contract. He told him in Boston that he was gonna stay.
They said
Understood.
if he signs back.
Understood. Yeah, it did say it, but they gave his jersey number to a rookie, and he said if he decides to come back, he'll pick 11.
They gave his number to someone else?
Yeah, they gave it to the rookie.
I'm sure he signed off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. See, so
sure?
Why would he sign off?
Obviously, he signed off if they're gonna give the context of him saying that he'll wear 11 if he signs back.
If he signs back,
that's still something. That's still
but
if correct.
If I'm Kyrie, I'm going to LA to go play with AD and Braun. What are we talking about? Right. So going off
the context.
I hear you. And I'm gonna get the money I want. I'm literally gonna get the money I want. And I'm gonna be in LA.
He's gonna get 187.
Bro, if he plays in Dallas for the next 4 years, we're gonna forget about him.
No, we ain't, because he's playing with Luka. We ain't gonna forget about him.
I don't like the fit. I personally I don't like the fit.
With him and Luka? You like the fit better in the Lakers?
I just feel like Luka Kyrie's played off the ball before, right?
Boy, your mic. You think that you talking to AirPods?
That's my bad. That's my bad. Sorry. Kyrie's played off the ball before in the past, but he played off the ball with LeBron, right?
Nice.
I feel like Luka's ball dominance, right? He facilitates as well, but he got to dribble the ball all game.
Yeah.
And I feel like that takes away so much from Kyrie, who also is a very crafty ball handler who needs the ball to, get busy. Right. And I feel like in LA, he'll be able to be him. Right. Not saying he won't be able to be him in Dallas either, but a lot is taken away because of the ball dominance of Luka.
Listen.
What if
go ahead.
what if I told you that Luca changes his game? What if he promises that he changes his game?
I mean, he's young. He's 23,
Yeah, he got time. He has time.
but he's been a
You
pro
think it's too
since
early to
he's been
change
a-
his game?
He's still figuring it out.
I mean, he's been a
You
pro
think
for 10 years.
You think it's too early for him to change his game?
I don't really think Luca really has to change much. I just think it's about fitting the right pieces around him.
He got
Right.
he got to run something besides ISO. To me,
Right.
man.
If you
He gotta
see
run
if we
something
saw
else.
what he did, right, when he went to the Western Conference Finals, right? You look at those certain pieces, right? You upgrade those pieces to better role play.
Yo, they've put.
I-
I just think it's a him problem because they put in bigs around him, they put in shooters around him, they put in defenders around him, they put in scorers around him, and it just doesn't work. It's a him problem. He
Yeah.
has to change. He has to change his game. I've never. He's got all different types of teams around him, and
he takes
he has
takes
the
a lot.
ability.
It takes away from all
When
the
you
players around him.
say that, I don't understand because he last year, not this year that just passed, the year before, he was in the Western Conference Finals. So that did work. So they did put a good team around him. They couldn't keep a good team around him. They let Jalen Brunson walk out the building.
Correct.
So, and then
Correct.
they made an awful trade for Kyrie, right? So the year before, they just needed to add on to that. They ended up taking it away. And you got to remember, he's only 24 years old. Got drafted. He got drafted in 2018. He's in his 5th year, so it's not fifth. Yeah, this is his 5th year. So it's not like he's been around for 10 years. So he's coming off his rookie contract. They built a team around him. He ends up going to the Western Conference Finals, and they did him a disservice. If it's me, if I'm Luka, in the next two years, I'm asking out. I'm asking to go to either LA or I'm asking to go to New York. That's it.
He had to find his way back to the Knicks.
To your point, we would have never known who Jalen Brunson was if he had not left because of how dominant Luka is.
No, he was balling.
Right.
What are you saying? They knew he was good.
Right,
He was balling then.
Well, he was
Right.
balling, but most of his coming out party was when Luka was hurt.
Right. That was majority of it because Jalen Brunson can be on his usage will go up, but because Luka has I believe they showed us where his usage was the highest of all time.
I
It
mean,
was like 60 something.
he's like the best player. You want the ball at then.
And I know that's a super problem, and that's why it's got to be a him problem because
it hurts you. It hurts you everywhere else.
That does not make you win. That doesn't help you win.
Bro,
You gotta
he
bring down.
dead.
You gotta
he-
bring down the usage. Right?
I disagree. I disagree based off of. Hold on. Let me. Even when you pull up, because
He's played
last
every
year
style of basketball.
last year wasn't the first time. Hold on. Go ahead, Chris. Let me pull this up.
What was I saying? No, I was just saying, like, yeah, Jalen Brunson was able to blossom when Luka was hurt.
Mhm.
Not saying that Jalen Brunson didn't play well, but obviously he's capable of a lot more, and he was held back. You see what he did this year.
All right.
None of this would be possible if he was playing with Luka. He would have had to be in the shadows. He would have had to been turned down. He would have had to be held back. Right. So that's what I'm saying. It's a
When LeBron
disservice
played
to
with
his teammate
Kyrie,
when he has
LeBron played
to.
with Kyrie.
Yeah, both.
Go
Hold
ahead.
on. Yeah, both
All right.
talking. Go ahead, Chris.
No, I'm saying it's a disservice to his teammates when they all have to just take the back seat and just go to his beat. You know what I'm saying?
He's the best player on the team.
I understand that. And to what about? I'm gonna let Henny go, and then I'm gonna piggyback on what he says because he was going to what I was about to go to too. Go ahead, Henny.
So yeah, Kyrie could have been Kyrie with LeBron. They're two different people. That you can at points you can say whose team that is. So at some points, not all the time, but this is Luka, where it's his team. The offense is centered around him. The offense, everything runs through him, and that's why his usage is so high versus LeBron, where everybody gets involved. Luka does not get everybody involved. He gets his 10
Huh?
assists.
What are you
And that's
saying?
that.
I disagree. I
He gets his
completely
10 he gets his 10
disagree.
He gets his 10 assists, and that's it.
Bro, Luka's been getting better every single year with with not the best rosters, right? So his rookie year, well, he didn't make the playoffs, right? His second year, he made the playoffs. 2019-20, he made the playoffs. It was 7th seed, right? Year after that, they made the playoffs again. It was 5th seed, right? Year after that, they made the playoffs again. It was 4th seed, right? So 7, 5, 4, they're getting better every single year, right? And the year that they were 4, that was the first time they had over 50 wins. They had 52 wins, right? So they had 52 wins, and they went to the Western Conference Finals, right? That style of play was working. The best team, when that best team has 64 wins, that's 12 teams, and they beat that team, which was the Suns, to get to the Western Conference Finals. So if they would have continued building, I think that they would have been in a better situation. I don't think it's Luka's the issue, because he's been getting better year after year with his team. His team has been getting better year after year. So I don't see a Luka issue. I see a front office who just literally collapsed, and then they collapsed, and they started to try to fix it, and they made the situation worse. Because if Kyrie doesn't come back and he goes to LA, good night, Irene. He's going to Luka either going to LA or going to New York in 2 years. That's it. That's all I gotta say. No more.
Just to piggyback and compare.
Go ahead.
LeBron was able to elevate, right? As much as LeBron is the point guard for Cleveland, he's still able to elevate everyone else's game around him. Granted, Luka's still very young. So like Henny said, he got time to figure it out and change his game. But that's what it has to be like. The way LeBron was able to elevate Kyrie, right? We were so used to Kyrie being so ball dominant, but Kyrie was able to be a shooting guard, right? He was able to play the shooting guard position, and LeBron maximized him being at that position. And that's what Luka has to do.
But when have we seen Luka not make his teammates better? And not like, when have we seen this? When? Like, the man averages damn near almost a triple double, right?
Oh.
His team literally, like, hit the off numbers be nuts when Luka's not playing. Like, he has to play.
Obviously, he's the best player. So
okay.
it should be.
Not crazy though.
But it would be crazy because he is in control of everything.
That's why
That
when
was
they
my
had
point.
Jalen Brunson,
that was bare stupidity.
But that's my point, right? And if you keep
bare stupidity,
if you keep Brunson for the 454, which you was gonna give him, right? 4 years, 55 million, right? You can still continue to build. You don't have to trade Finney Smith. But so I'm saying, you don't have to trade Finney Smith and Spencer, right? You fixed the Porzingis issue. He brought you Porzingis. Porzingis was a dud. Okay, cool. Trade Porzingis. Get somebody else in here. They got Spencer. They got Bertans. His contract was terrible. Whatever.
Brunson ain't want no 54 million though.
No, but they didn't give it to him. They didn't offer it to him. He said if they would have offered, he would have took it. They didn't offer it.
Yeah, that's their fault.
That's their fault.
Yeah, they dropped the ball
Big time. And Luka Doncic is on his way out.
I was looking up Luka's I was looking up Luka's win shares. They're pretty average. So it's a him issue.
How can it be? Bro, he's literally getting better. His team is getting better year after year after year after year after year. So if he doesn't, then I don't understand how do you.
It's empty stats. It's empty stats.
He's winning. How is he? What are you saying?
He doesn't make his win shares are not that high. He
doesn't. Bro, but he's winning. His team is winning. That doesn't even make sense.
It does make sense.
How? He's winning. How is he not impacting winning while winning? Huh?
And let me explain. when you're the best player, yes, you can do it. You can do it by yourself. Yes, you can win games. Hence, win shares. The percentage of wins he contributed to. That's personal. He does not make his team better. His team has a low win shares.
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
Winning.
Let me ask you a question. If you go by roster, right? Last year, when he made it to the Western Conference Finals, right? It was 52-30, right? Were they better than the Warriors? Did they have a better roster than the Warriors?
What year?
Last year, when the Warriors won the championship. Did they have a better roster than the Warriors?
No.
Did they have a better roster than the Grizzlies?
No.
Did they have a better roster than the Suns?
No.
But he got.
Still make your team better.
You said what?
You could still make your team better.
Yeah, but he's
having people stand in the corner is not good. The reason that Christian Woods did not play because he wasn't a spot up,
and because he don't play on defense.
That's fine, but he could have helped offensively. He could have took the load off, but
he couldn't even come off the bench.
Because they wanted the ball in Luka's hands majority of the time, and I understand why. Yes, he is the best player, but he's not making his team better, and that's a him problem.
Yeah, I was disagree on that one. Eyes on Podium podcast. I didn't even do my spiel in the beginning about like, comment, subscribe because we went live for the first time. Well, second time.
Oh, yeah. Like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate you. Episode 47. Henny's Nuts should be the name of the episode, but we already named it, so it is what it is. Locking off, baby.